He was close. Carrick came real close to pulling off a master plan. A master plan. He came real close to pulling off a master plan, and it almost worked. Terrorist, Taliban, anti-football. He came close. Hate is a strong word. Hate is a very, very strong word. But I've come to the realization that the hate I have for this individual is very hard for me to put into words. And yes, I hate this guy's freaking guts. You see, I'm not one to brag. I don't want to brag. What's the point in bragging and so forth? But when we were doing the predictions for this whole game and everything, I had 2-0 to Chelsea, 3-0 Chelsea, 3-1, 5-0, 6-0. Nobody picked a United win. Nobody picked a draw. Go back and listen to the tape. I said 1-1. Look, we all give our predictions on the hangar Saturday. Because I said that I've got a very funny feeling about this game. I've got a very funny feeling about this game. And I said 1-1. I said 1-1. And lo and behold, that was the result that we were given. Lo and behold, that was the result that we were given. You see, guys, I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired, and I'm gonna come out swinging. I'm going to come out swinging because, see, I knew that there was an accident waiting to happen, but there are so many ways I want to come through with this, so just really bear with me. Let's start with the lineups. So let's go in via the time. Let's start with the lineups. Let me start with Man United. I don't know how things would have changed with Cristiano being in there. Because obviously, I think the key thing was Rashford for Cristiano. I don't know what Rashford brought with the ball or without the ball that Cristiano couldn't do. So obviously, you're bringing in Rashford because he's quicker, he's faster, so he can build into a counter-attack. But when you're so ultra defensive, you might as well just have Cristiano. And when you have your breakaways, look for crosses. Sancho has to play, and now saw why Sancho needed to play based off that counter that they had. And we'll get to Jorginho. But for me, tactically speaking, I don't understand why Carrick went with having Cristiano on the bench, because I didn't see I didn't see what the benefits was of that. Okay, I now see what you're doing of, yeah, this is what this guy can bring that homeboy can't bring. I didn't see what the benefits was over there. So that's the United's lineup. So I was like, okay, Cristiano on the bench. Okay, this is weird. But you were so defensive, because I understand the whole thing of Rashford, because Rashford, we've seen him many times before against teams where once he gets in a breakaway, he's very good in a 1v1 situation. So Carrick once said to get Rashford in a nice, good 1v1 situation, But again, you have 3 CDMs. You're playing so deep. And I believe, like, in that first half, I think United had 1 shot and it wasn't on target. So it was almost similar to the Villarreal game where literally they had nothing in that first half. Second half, they came alive. Chelsea. Guys, I don't like stress. You see, I'm a very laid back kind of guy. I don't like stress. I don't like to be angry. If you ask my family and everything, I am the most laid back member of my family. And that's maybe one of the worst things about it means that I'm super laid back. I'm a guy that likes to just try to avoid stress. So I don't like to go into stress. So, Tuka, let me try and understand this right now. Let me try and understand this right now. So, a lineup beats Juventus 4-0. Juventus beat them 4-0, a lineup. Now, you were forced into one, which was Alonso. That had to happen. It had to happen. Guys, I said this before. So this isn't a thing of, oh, hindsight to 2020. I knew United would come in here fully defensive. Now, I didn't know they would be this ultra defensive. I knew they would come in here defensive. So if they're coming in here defensive, they're not going to give Chelsea any space. Werner is a piece of trash, garbage, good for nothing, filthy, stinking joke of a brainless, dumbass player. He's a brainless, thick-headed, dumbass player. So why would you play this pace merchant Dumbo in a game in which United is not going to give you any space? The obvious thing is, bro, go with the lineup you already had. Pulisic, who has ability on the ball, can dribble, has technique on the ball, would work for this game. But beyond that is you had a certain lineup that won 4-0. Why wouldn't you carry that into this game? Tuchel, what in your brain, and I know you're a smart man. I know you're a smart man. What in your brain thought that Werner would work in this game? Before I even get to Werner. So first of all, Werner shouldn't have started. For me, give Ziyech 45. Because I would say, keep the lineup that I had against Juventus, give him 45. After 45, yank that guy off that freaking pitch. I'm just a regular dude. But guys, please tell me, how did Ziyech and Werner get so much time? How? Those were trash. Because guys, you see, I went with 1-1. You could have had a 2-0 if Pulisic started. Bro, put in Mount. But fine, start with the Juve lineup. Bro, halftime, bring in Mount, bring in anybody. But take off Ziyech. Werner shouldn't be sniffing this pitch. And here's my thing. I'm going to get more into the game. I don't care how much was paid for him. I don't give a damn. You are here to win games, and you are here to pick the best 11 players to win games. If a guy is crap, he's crap. It doesn't matter how much he gets paid. If Marina says, hey, you can't, tell her to go screw herself. Okay? Go screw yourself. Shut the hell up. You don't know anything about freaking football. Get the heck out of my freaking office. I'm going to pick the best 11 on this team. This dude is going to give me a brain attack. I can't take this guy. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. This man must rank as one of the worst players I've ever seen in my life. Ziyech ain't better. He ain't better. But this guy has to rank as one of the worst, most useless, filthy, stinking players before. I'll say it. I don't give a damn. Say what you want to be. I don't give a damn. Say what you want. White privilege. Is this white privilege? Is this white privilege? I've never seen a guy been giving so many stuff. And the worst thing, the thing that makes me the most sick is you have these dumbass, idiotic, stupid people called so-called Chelsea fans who still support this freaking guy. Oh, support. He tries so hard. I'm not here, but you get paid hundreds. This guy is the third best player. He's the third best paid player in this team. And he puts that. Okay, you know what? I may not stress myself. Let's get into this game. Carrick had a game plan. Now, you see, my thing is the match is played over 90 minutes, not 45, not 20. It's played over 45 minutes. That first half from United was scary. That was scary, and I was like, see, it's difficult. On one hand, you can look at that first half and be like, my God, this is the great Manchester United. How the hell are you having every freaking man, woman, and child in defense? Like literally, United were not even thinking about launching any attack towards Chelsea. Chelsea had like 70-80% possession. I was like, what the hell is this? But what I said throughout the Twitch stream is insult United's approach all you want. Call them Taliban football, terrorist football. The most important stats is not the possessions. It's not chance created. It's not that dumbass X you're expected to go. The most important stat is at the top left-hand corner of the screen. It's 0-0. Now, if Chelsea had scored in our change the course of the game, but for characters that bro, in South only once, it's 0-0. We're playing in. I've got a 90 minutes plan, not a 20 minutes plan, not a 40 minutes plan, not a 45 minutes plan. I've got a 90 minutes plan. And if not for, I think it was Bayer who did the foul, United could have stolen that game. Because Chelsea were not scoring from open play. Specifically with the lineup that Tuchel puts forth, Chelsea were not scoring through open play. Specifically with Werner and Ziyech on that pitch, Chelsea were only going to score either through a set piece or a penalty. People need to be named and shamed. People need to be named and shamed. There were people who insulted me when I said that Jorginho, winning the best player of the world, UEFA's best men's player of the world, is one of the worst things to happen in football history. Like, it is the most undeserved award by an individual ever in the history of the game. And that's why, you see, there are two sets of fans. There are tribal fans and there are football fans. Tribal fans will defend everything of their club. They're not interested in football. These are tribal fans. You may call me crazy and so forth. Every 100% of women are tribal fans. There isn't a single woman who is a football fan because women don't care about football. They care about their club and their family and wanting to be tribalist. That's why I saw that there's not a single woman on earth who cares about the sport of football and understands the sport about football. Call me crazy. I told you guys, I don't give a damn. I'm saying this right now. I don't give a freaking damn. So those are tribal fans, but then there are football fans. And football fans are also fans of the club, but football fans can see the bigger picture here. Jorginho is average. He's average. He's not very good. He's either average or he's not very good. You have one job. If you're the man of the halfway line, you have one freaking job. Control the ball. Move the ball across. If you can't do that, bro, tell someone else. Chalobah, Rudiger, please. If you can't do you know that Chelsea could have lost this game? Now, credits to United. Now, you see, I'm a fan of Jad. I like Jad. And look, we were all making fun of Sancho and so forth by saying, Sancho, when is he going to make his debut? When is he going to make his debut? And so forth, But look, he's finally getting his goal. And I'm happy because I like how he plays. And Sancho did really well for that goal. Because first of all, the chase down, the composure, and you see he bamboozled Mendy because Mendy didn't know, is he going to give it to Rashford? Is he going to score? Is he going to give it to Rashford? Is he going to score? And so Sancho was like, he moved it, what is left, boom, and then he so bamboozled Mendy, he just literally stopped. When he scored, Mendy didn't even dive because Mendy had no idea whether he was going to give it to Rashford or whether he was going to give it to Tiki. Give that same chance to that bloody clown Werner. Werner will miss. Because see, Werner, because he doesn't have a brain, because there's no sense here, Werner would panic and just shoot straight and then he'll miss. But Sancho, he composed himself, relaxed himself, got a little bit of swag, Rashford. But when United scored, I panicked. I was panicking. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is what I feared. Like, this was my fear. I was like, oh my God. Because when United scored, I was like, oh, Chelsea can score. Chelsea are not going to score from open play. And the fact, the worst thing is why I panicked even more was United were like, Ziyech, Mr. Cotton, and go from the left. Mr. Guy, you don't know what he's doing. Mr. Werner, a guy that has no idea how to play football. United were like, all right, let's chill. Let's chill. If Chelsea didn't get that penalty, Chelsea would lose this game. Let me be real with you. Chelsea would have lost this game. So if, guys, I'll be real with you. Carrick got it right. If I want to say which manager won the day, was because remember, Carrick, he sorry, for Carrick, you can't blame him for that penalty. That has nothing to do with Carrick. Completely nothing at all. For Tuchel, bro, you took a risk by putting so many men up and leaving only one guy back in Jorginho. And for Carrick was like, bro, I have Sancho and I have Rashford, two very quick players who can chase them down. And see, the only mistake I would say that Carrick made is Sancho should have played the entire game. Because that is always a threat that can happen. And it was stupid because I said, wait, why are you bringing Sancho off for Cristiano? Because Sancho, look at how well he can cross the ball. Because that guy can cross the ball and give it to Cristiano. So having both Sancho and Cristiano on there is a real threat for a Chelsea who are trying to chase the game and win the game. So for me, look, man, if you okay, no, sorry, I also forgot as well. Lukaku, what was up with that? Because my thing is, like Tuchel, it's like, is it a case that like, does he have nudes on you, or is it a case of like, are you forced? There has to be thing of you're forced to play this freaking guy. It has to. It must be a case that you're forced to play this guy because it makes no logical sense how this guy is played. Constantly, it makes no sense at all. It really makes no sense how you are constantly having to play this freaking dude. So I'm confused because why did Lukaku? Why you give Lukaku? We gave Lukaku 10 minutes. You gave Werner 80 minutes. 80, and in those 80 minutes, he was trash. And the one chance he got, he screwed this up. Oh, there was another chance he had with his right foot where the goal is here. He was aiming here. Like, I know nobody will listen to me. I'm just a small voice and so forth. But in my humble opinion, he should never sniff this pitch. He should never ever. Werner should never ever grace the pitch ever again for Chelsea because this guy is merely not good enough, man. So look, man. Overall, man, you see, if you're United, Carrick is not the long term man. Like, there is nothing you can say. Carrick has no managerial experience. He's doing his best, and I think if this is Carrick's last game, because I don't know whether Carrick will be the manager for Arsenal, he's done a pretty damn good job for a guy with no experience. He beats Villarreal, and he almost beats Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Like, if not for that penalty, that could have been a win. So, yes, it was ugly. It was pretty. But my thing is, what would you want Carrick to do? Because he's doing the only logical thing to do if you have no experience, which is that let me go with defensive. Because which is why it's smart. Because Carrick is like, look, bro, I still have so much to learn in terms of how for a team to attack individual things, creating triangles. The best thing for me to do is let's stop them from scoring. Then we'll take a chance if it comes. But the main thing is focus on defense because that is the easiest thing to do. Like if I was advising a rookie who had no experience to come into management, I say, bro, defend. Starts first with being tough to break down. Then tell your guys to take the chance whenever the chance comes. That's the best thing, man. But I really cannot believe how Chelsea screwed that up in terms of the lineup and in terms of Ziyech and Ziyech and Werner playing so many games, man.